What is up, everybody? Welcome to PE with Coach Whit. Today, we're going to be continuing our series on Zoom games. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're not necessarily going to be playing a game today, but what we're going to be talking about is a Zoom fitness test. Now, this is a test you can do from K all the way up to seniors in high school, 12th grade. Now, myself, I'm a middle school teacher. My co-teacher and myself, what we do is we do this Zoom fitness test every single week. And the reason we do that is because it is an awesome way to track improvement in kids' fitness. It is an awesome, when you're on Zoom, it's an awesome way to track all this stuff. And even when you go back in person, it's an awesome thing you do so you can track improvement, so kids can see, hey, last week I did this many of this exercise. This week my goal is to do this many. So they set goals, they see improvements. It's an awesome thing to do. Now, I'm going to tell you how we do it at the middle school level. At the middle school level, we pick 5 different exercises. You can pick any 5 exercises you guys want. And what we do is each of those exercises we do for 30 seconds as hard as we can to see how many we can get. So the 5 exercises we do, and you guys can do totally different exercises, up to you. What we do is we start off easy with jumping jacks. Then we do lateral jumps. Then we do sit-ups. Then we do squat jumps. Then we finish off with, as my co-teacher calls them, get-ups. I call them burpees. So those are the 5 things we do. We do each of those for 30 seconds. So what it looks like is this. We have a Google Doc set up. All right, Google Doc, Google Form. I will tell you this, if you have a Google Drive, what you can do first is you can go to your Google Drive and go to that top left corner and it says new and it has a plus arrow right there. Click that, scroll down. There's a purple little icon that says Google Form. Click that cool thing and it will show you how you can create the Google Form. So how we have our form set up is we have all the different classes. They click their class, they put their first and last name, and then we have the 5 different exercises that they put. So after we do the jumping jacks, they put in what they got. I also have them write it down personally, so they have that on them. So every week they see that, all right? Because the stuff they put online, that's the stuff that we get to see, all right? And we get to have all that data information. But I also like it that they have it on them personally so they can see, oh, I did this many squat jumps this week. This is how many I want to do. This is my goal for this week. This is how I want to improve, blah, blah, blah. So that being said, you can create a Google Doc for the younger kids. Obviously, you don't need a Google Doc. I would say this is more for middle school and up. But anyways, that's how we keep track of all that information is through a awesome Google Doc, which if you go to the description below, you can click on my Google Doc that we have. You have access to it. You can look at it and see how I have it set up, and I have it set up as easy as possible for the kids. Anyways, after each exercise, they fill in how many they got, and then they wait on the next exercise. And I give them a little break. I give them, a minute or so because I just don't want to be like 30 seconds, go, 30 seconds, go, 30 seconds, go. So I give them 30 seconds. But before each workout, before each exercise, what I'm sure to do is go over the form. So for example, if we're going over the jump squat, the last thing I want them to do is do the jump squat wrong. And then over time, they think they're getting better at it, but they're really not. So if they're doing a jump squat and they're barely bending their knees and they're not really doing much, they're not improving at that. All they're improving is bending their knees. Squatting is getting down, making sure those thighs are parallel with the ground, okay? Jumping up, coming back down and doing it again. I make sure that we always go over each exercise quickly. Now, jumping jacks, obviously, I'm gonna go over that in like 2 seconds. Whereas a jump squat, I might take a little more time just to reassure them, this is how you do this. You're doing this correctly. A, B, C, and D. So they know when they start, that's what they do. And as they're doing the workout, I'll start off, I'll say 3, 2, 1, go. I'll give them a countdown of how much time is left. You're halfway there, 10 seconds left, 5 seconds left, 3, 2, 1, done. And as I'm doing that as well, I'm telling them, don't compromise your form. There's gonna get a point where they get tired. I usually say within that last 10 seconds, they're gonna be breathing hard, their legs are gonna be burning, or whatever exercise, they're gonna be getting sore, they're gonna be tired, but push through it. 30 seconds, you can do it for 30 seconds. Come on now, push through, all right? So in between each one, I'm sure for the next one, I explain them, hey, this is the next exercise, just to reassure them, this is what I'm supposed to do, so they remember, hey, I need to have correct form. So with the younger kids, you can do 3 exercises, super basic exercises, jumping jacks, sit-ups, squats. With the older kids, you can do more. As I said, at the middle school level, 5 is great. We can add more to that if we want. 30 seconds is a great amount of time. where they can really hit it as hard as they can, and they feel that little 10 seconds or so where it's really tough, but they push through that to see how many they can get. And as I said, this is an awesome way to track improvement in kids' fitness while you're on Zoom. So that being said, once again, check out in the description below. That's the Google Doc we use. Recommend that for middle school and high school. That's something that you can keep track of it. Be sure to have your kids keep track of it themselves on a piece of paper. So every time that you do it in PE, they can pull that out. They can see that. They can set goals and be a bunch of ballers, okay? As I said, do whatever exercises you want. Feel free to take the exercises we do. If you want to do different ones, if you want to do push-ups, if you want to do lunges, do what you feel is best, ladies and gentlemen. That right there is the Zoom Fitness Test. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.